Israel is the largest recipient of U.S. foreign aid since World War II. $146 billion total since 1948. The money funds bilateral assistance, missile defense. Just for context here, that's enough to buy every NFL and NBA team out there. Total. Since 1999, the U.S. has pledged billions of dollars to Israel, 10-year deals. President Obama signed the most recent one. It was in 2016, promising $38 billion in military aid through 2028. What exactly is being traded and sold right now? Here to talk about that with us is Paolo von Schirach. He's the president of the Global Policy Institute. Paolo, thanks for coming back. Does Israel have unlimited access to weapons through the United States?
Well, I wouldn't say unlimited, but it is consistently high. In other words, Israel is the recipient of U.S. foreign military assistance, and it's been like this for decades, essentially, at the tune of about $3 to $4 billion a year.
Paolo, I want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. When you say $3 to $4 billion in military aid, are you saying that that's grant money that we're sending them like we do some other countries? Or are you saying up to $3 to $4 billion of sales that we're making to them?
No, these are grants. These are grants. There's grants. This is grant money that Israel gets consistently from the United States, with the proviso that the money would be used to the grants will be used to get American equipment.
I see. And is that coming from like Lockheed Martin? Who's making these weapons?
Well, I think the precision-guided munitions we're talking about now is Boeing, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's
U.S. companies.
Absolutely, yes. So there's no question that this money is used to procure U.S.-made equipment.
I know the U.S. has done aid for Palestinians as well. I don't think it's military. Do you happen to know a comparison? Do we know that?
Well, it's really apples and oranges in that sense. The United States has been providing significant development assistance, if you wish, economic assistance to the Palestinians for a very, very long time. That was suddenly interrupted, as we may recall, under the Trump administration, that questioned the validity of these programs, and in particular the assistance to Palestinians refugees, which are really refugees going back to the time of the establishment of Israel back in 1948. But the Biden administration is reinstating help to the Palestinians, but that's economic aid, which can be used for education, housing, I don't know, investment in infrastructure, agriculture, what have you.
One more question here when it comes to aid between the U.S. and Israel. I imagine it's not just missiles, and I don't even know if this is public information, but intelligence we know is shared. Technology is also shared.
Yes, absolutely. Again, of course, if it is intelligence, by definition, it would be classified and we wouldn't know what that is. But look, let's look at this strategically. The United States has regarded Israel, and I think it still regards Israel, as its primary de facto ally in the Middle East. If you look at the map of the Middle East, you cannot find another one. Oh, if we don't do this with Israel, well, we can work with the Egyptians or with the Saudis. Not really. I mean, yes, we can have friendly, amicable relations, but Israel is, for all its problems and all the bad press that it gets, it's a democracy. It's a country that is founded on Western values, or at least very similar to Western values, and that has a free economy and a free media. All those things that make it look more like us, if you wish. And on top of that, it is still, although the situation has improved somewhat, embattled, meaning surrounded by other countries that clearly are not welcoming this Jewish state in the middle of the mostly Arab Middle East. And the United States figures that it is an asset to have this relationship.
Paolo von Schirach with the Global Policy Institute. Thank you for walking us through yet another really complex but important issue.
Thank you.